Big change begins with small action. When we talk about global warming, it's an endless topic. Where we can find the truth? Who should we blame? Is it the government? Are they the good or the bad people? How we gonna talk about global warming? What is the plan? There's a lot of conspiracy in this topic. It all started back in the summer of 1988, where the first worry caught wide public attention, where the hottest summer began. And then we go back to the history. In 1938, Mr. Guy Stewart calendar, he compiled temperature measurements from the late 19th century to show that over the preceding 50 years, global land temperature has increased. The globe was warming. How long it will last? Can we stop it? How it will affect us in the future? And the most of it, who will be responsible? I'm Albert, and I'm here speaking under the guidance of Sir Charles Bonar Sirait. We need to talk about it. Why? For me, this was the most difficult situation, and it exists in our lifetime, which is now. As we can, based on my opinion, the most of SDGs are caused by global warming. What percentage of climate change is caused by human? The answer is 100%, my friend. Based on Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, simply as we can say that our activities influence the temperature of the world. Can we blame the sun? The answer is no. The sun can influence the Earth's climate, but it isn't responsible for the warming trend that we have seen over the past few decades. The sun is a giver of life. It helps keep the planet warm enough to us to stay survive. My most concern is about our health, because human health, most of all, is vulnerable to climate change. The changing environmental is expected to cause more heat stress, an increase in waterborne disease, poor air quality, and disease transmitted by insects and rodents. Extreme weather events can compound many of these health even for animals. Which animal you think could adapt with this upcoming year? Talking about animal, did you know about conspiracy? After a long journey of interviews with representatives from the wide range of environmental organizations, they conclude that a global conspiracy, due to concern about upsetting their large omnivorous membership based on the powerful meat industry, mainstream environmental groups deliberately avoid discussing meat production and instead focus on the supposedly less important issues of fossil fuel consumption. In that series, many people tell or suggest that protection for expanded areas of the ocean will not protect ocean or animal ocean. Growing food organically, even in a commercial scale, will not protect the land. Keeping lumber operation out of the Amazon will not save the rainforest. Water efficient and taking short shower will also not make water more available. Driving electric cars will not solve the carbon emissions problems too. Even installing LED lights and converting to renewable energy will not stop global warming. This issue is an environmental advocate's dream come true. It requires no political action money, no corporate boardroom decision, no renegotiated food policy, and no tech incentives. When we eat meat, dairy, and eggs, we feed this growing catastrophe. Change will happen as quickly as we convince each other to change what we eat. That's why most of the celebrities went vegan. Natural systems around the world are being affected by regional climate change. Particularly temperatures increase, and that this temperature increase are very likely to be the result of the anthropogenic emissions of greenhouse gases. Humans are also facing the problem from climate change today, and the ones who are causing these conflicts are from ourselves. It is impossible to stop the global warming for good. Many scientists have proved that. But we can still reduce and slow things down of this problem. So what is the right response? Besides all the powers or authorities or some guy with the great power comes great responsibility. Besides all of that, by the end of the day, what human can do to make the world appreciate us? What could we found in the different ways to deal with these issues? Are we able to ask to ourselves the question about why they were doing this or that, what they're doing, how could they even possible to do this? I believe everyone in this world must have a different answer to this question. And I'm not trying to answer this question because nor do I think I'm smart enough to give the proper thoughts. All I'm asking for this issue is, when you have capability, besides being smart to involve politics or being rich to have money to solve these problems, just a capability to talk. Like the first thing I said in the video. What is your response?